Monday and welcome back to another new video. So today I decided that I was probably going to film my whole day and film a kind of day in the life of being an artist, because obviously being self-employed every single day kind of looks very different. Like today is going to be like, I don't know if I've actually got any drawing planned. I'm just going to check my laptop because I've written out a plan for today already, because planning is key. But I think today is mainly all about like more admin-y type stuff. Like I need to package lots of different card orders, which I'll get into in a little bit, and also I need to like design some lettering for this new thing that I'm launching very soon called the Illustrator Diaries, which again I'll go into more throughout today. So I'm just going to get up Notion, which is what I'm currently using to plan out my days. I love to-do lists, like I thrive off them, and obviously with it all being on the computer it's very easy to like change things about, because I always like either over plan what I can actually do in a day, so I always need to plan, like move things around, or maybe I don't over plan, I'm just not very good at keeping up with my time. But anyway, so I've gone quite in depth with my to-do list for today, so I need to go to my studio in a little bit. I'm gonna go around like 11ish, so a little bit later. I have been doing some like emails and admin work this morning already, but I'm gonna go into my studio a bit later on in the day and then obviously stay in later, so because obviously I can pick my own working hours. So on the agenda for me get to the studio, I need to scan, edit and this illustration, which we're going to turn into a greeting card and hopefully upload to a site called Thoughtful. So I need to like scan that, edit it, and then do the lettering for that, and then put it in the format of a greeting card. And then also for the Illustrator Diaries, I need to do the lettering for that. So I'm going to have my the Illustrator Diaries as a title, then I need to turn that into a digital image and then see how that looks. And then I need to finalise a workshop idea that I'm going to be teaching next week, because I've got the idea but I need to check with the workshop person if that like suits their needs. And then at home, so this is not at the studio, I'm currently looking for new wholesale stockists, and I really want my greeting cards to go like as far as possible. So I'm currently being very ambitious and I'm trying to like contact as many garden centres in the UK as I quite possibly can, because my greeting cards feature a lot of florals. Obviously it makes the perfect greeting cards for garden centres. So basically I'm going through every single garden centre in the country, hopefully, and emailing them to see if they'd be interested in potentially being a stockist. Obviously I'm not going to hear back from a lot of them, but what I'm doing to like try and get into this massive task is I'm dividing the country up into their counties. So I'm starting off, last week I started off in my home county, which is Lancashire, and I emailed as many garden centres that were suitable. Like not every single garden centre, because some of them I looked at them and I was like, that's probably not a good fit for me and my work. And emailing them, obviously all a personalised email, not just like one email to all of them. You know, just tell them about me and my work and see if they'd be interested. I've already had a couple of good responses. So if you can, obviously nothing confirmed yet, but if I can get like 2 new stockists in each county, that would be like a lot across the whole country. So yeah, I got that to do. So to then tackle that this week, I'm going to contact the garden centres in Cumbria, because I live on the quite close to Cumbria, because I'm basically on the border here in Lancashire. So I have a lot of Cumbria like Lake District greeting cards, so again that'd be a perfect fit. So I need to compile a big list of all the Cumbria stockists, all the Cumbria garden centres to become potential stockists, and then create an email template that I can use and adapt, and then obviously like personalise each email and send that. That takes me quite a long time. Like I work on that for hours throughout the week, but it's worth to do it right. And then back in the studio, I also need to package an Etsy order, another card order that I got directly for 7 cards, and I need to post them obviously, and then I need to package a wholesale order for the Coast Office in Arnside. And then I need to put a collection of cards for wholesale in a box for me because I need to go around and visit a couple of my stockists and take some of them in, but I'm not sure which ones I need yet, so I actually need like a big chunk of them which I can keep in my car for the time being. And then if I've got time, which can't lie, probably won't, I need to sort out a picture book that I'm currently working on. So I created a dummy book, which I'll show you if I remember, and I need to choose like which 4 images I want to turn into like final artwork to then hopefully submit to like competitions and also people like agents, publishers, all that kind of thing. So that is my plan for today. I'm trying to be as productive as possible, which is why I thought I'd try and film today, because it'll keep you motivated to try and like show you what I'm doing and also just give you a good idea of what an average day of my life looks like. And although I've been on a massive rant about how I need to get loads of things done today, I'm going to start off by painting my nails, which isn't very productive, but I was supposed to do it yesterday, didn't get around to it, and my nails look a bit bare at the minute, so I'm going to go do that and then get on with all that. Right now I'm finally all ready to go, so I'm going to go to the studio and actually carry on getting some work done. And that's Paddy in the background. Anytime I talk to a camera and he's about, he thinks there's someone here. He gets so excited. So here we are at the studio, ready to start the workday. First of all, I'm going to crack on packing orders, because obviously that is money that people have already paid and are waiting on. So I've got all my cards over here, so there and down in those big boxes over there. And I need to do the wholesale one, the Etsy one and the direct shop one. So I'm going to get to work doing that and probably do a little time lapse or something of me packing them. So here you go, here's what I was on about. I've got cards up here in the display rack thing, and then I've got cards in these 2 big boxes plus that cardboard box on top. So I've written on a post-it note, a little list of all the cards I need to collect. I think there's about 60 of them. So I need to do that now and there, and I'm going to, as I go along, I can like cross them out. It's a bit messy, but it keeps you on track, and I don't want to get them mixed up because that would be a bit of a disaster. This is all the cards that I found that are going out. The wholesale order consists of these 4 different designs of the local area. So I've got 20 of these and then 10 of each of these. And this is actually the last 10 designs of this card. So I have to say that can be completely sold out. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to restock it because I feel like I could do a much better version of the card now. So I think it's goodbye to that card, unless someone particularly wants to order a big chunk of them, then maybe, we'll see. And this is for my Etsy shop that's going out today, and then this is a combination of 7 different cards of various designs. That's also going out to another person. So yeah, I'm gonna check through them all now, make sure they're all perfect, and then package them up and then sort them out. it's all done now. They're all sorted out. I just need to deduct all these cards from my stock trackers. And now I just need to write the addresses on these, which obviously I'll do off camera because people don't really want their addresses on the internet. So I'm just going to do that, and then I will post, and then probably a bit later this afternoon. So all the card stuff is finally done. I just need to nip out to the post office. Took quite a while because I've got a box ready for things for me to take home, so I always have access there. So now I just need to update the spreadsheet with the stock tracker so I kind of know where everything is, and then I don't get my card numbers mixed up, because quite a few of them run out of, like the Arnside Insummer one that I showed you before, or I'm very low and I don't want people to like place orders and then for me to have to cancel them because I've not got the stock. So I just got to be very careful about that. So I'm just updating this now, and then I'm going to nip out to the post office and the post box to post everything. I was debating going and working in a coffee shop for a bit today, but I don't know, I might say that for another day, because I do have quite a lot of laptop work to do, but I would quite like a coffee. I think I've got enough to do here today, so I'll save that for another day and focus on things a bit more like creative tasks. It's also a bit more interesting to film, because I'm not really going to be filming like this in public just yet. Bit embarrassing. Okay, so in like 2 minutes we fixed the spreadsheet, so the stock tracker is still alive, which is good because I'm just not going to recount all those cards. Actually, change plan. I think I'm going to go get some coffee and work in a coffee shop, because the admin I've got to do is quite important. I feel like throughout the week I'm going to be doing less admin, so I'm going to be more based here, actually doing artwork. So I think I'm going to go and do some work there. It's just actually really nice to like change up my scenery every now and again from where I am working from. So I'm going to go to the post office and then coffee shop. So yeah, I'm planning on being there for like an hour because it's already quite late in the day. It's about 3 o'clock now because that card thing took me absolutely ages. At least it's now out of the way, and I'll be working later on tonight anyway, so I can make up the time. But let's go. Right, hello, I'm back in the studio. So I've been to the post office, got my receipts there, and proof postage, and I also did some work in a cafe for a little bit, and it's actually good because it just got me really focused, and I did that task really quickly because I thought it was going to take me quite a while. So I compiled a list of all the garden centres in Cumbria that I might want to contact this week. Obviously I need to look at all them all in great detail because some of them won't be suitable, but I've got a list to start from, work my way through, like sort of investigate which ones are the good ones to contact to potentially stock my greeting cards like this one. And then I also like an email template to contact them with, which obviously I'll personalise each one. And then also I finalise my workshop ideas. I can start prepping a canvas that workshop. That'll be like later on this week. So yeah, now what am I doing? So now I need to do some lettering for this like banner image for my Illustrator diaries, which I'll explain more about in a minute. And then I need to scan that and then digitalise it so it can be turned into a good image. And then I also need to scan this image and turn it into a greeting card. So that's what we're doing for the rest of today. Okay, so to make this text, I'm just going to do it on the back of this scrap piece of paper because that's what I did to do in illustration sketch. But basically I'm just going to scan this into my laptop anyway and then use Photoshop to like completely change it. So it doesn't matter what it's on, it'll look a lot more professional in the end, I promise. I want to do it handwritten to like make it look like it was hand drawn by me, which is kind of like the idea behind the Illustrated Diaries. Basically, the Illustrated Diaries is something that I'm planning to launch this week. I've already written like a draft of my welcome email, and the Illustrated Diaries is going to be like a newsletter where each week people can sign up and they'll get weekly emails delivered directly to their inbox, and they'll basically be like insights into my journey as an illustrator, hence why it's called Illustrated Diaries. And I'm really going to be covering like everything that I'm up to and like the highs and lows of being a business owner and just working self-employed, because there's definitely a lot that people don't see to it. Like there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, so I'd love to have somewhere to share that isn't like so like exposed as like social media is, because like social media anyone can see. I know that anyone can sign up to like these emails, but there's just that feeling of it being a bit more private, with it being behind closed doors in someone's email inbox. So I just think it's a great way to let people who are really interested in your work like stay in touch and really get an insight into what you're up to. And it's also great to be like creating your own community away from like platforms that you don't own, such as like Instagram or like YouTube, because all of a sudden if they decide to like ban or close down your account, that's it, you lose your following overnight. And like I don't have a big following at all, but if I did one day, I'd like to think that if it was all taken away from me, I would have a backup plan, because it's quite scary earning money as someone who's self-employed. So that's what we're doing, and I'll just sketch it out now if you can see. While I've got the scanner out, I'm also going to scan this piece because this needs editing today as well. So kind of killing two birds with one stone right now, which is why I thought I'd save them to like do the job together. I could probably do with investing in like a bigger scanner because I'm kind of limited to A4 at the minute, but I'll invest in an A3 one at some point in my life. So after scanning that, I got my two final images. I had the tiger one and the lettering, which I could then go into Photoshop and edit. So I always use my graphics tablet for this one. I actually got like the cheapest one you could find, and it wasn't actually that expensive, and I've been using it for a couple of years, and I think it cost me about £30, so definitely worth it. And then I moved on to doing some picture book work. So last week I created this dummy book, which you can see, for my idea that I'm wanting to develop into an actual book. And then I'm currently trying to create 4 final images from the picture book. So I went through and kind of selected like my favourite 4 double page spreads, and then it's hard to choose because obviously there's like 32 spreads to choose from. So I went through and decided which ones would be my strongest one, and I was like highlighting them, and I referred to my like thumbnail storyboard that I made before the dummy book, and then also the dummy book itself. And then after I selected those 4 images, I kind of made the book to scale. So I got this piece of paper and cut it out, as you can see, and kind of imagined what it would look like as a full scale illustration image, just to really visualize how the page should look. And then I sketched out I think I did about 3 of the sketches. I also added some colour to this one because I wasn't sure on the background and just wanted to see how it would work. So the lighting's kind of gone because it's dark outside, but I've just finished my first like full scale kind of sketch. Probably shouldn't be showing you too much detail actually, because like spoilers for this book. But I just had a moment and I realised that this is like as far as I've ever got into making like my picture book dreams a reality. So like I've had this idea since like 2016, so that's when I was like 13, and now I'm 21 and I'm actually making progress into hopefully turning this into a real published book if anyone wants to publish it. So it's kind of cute, like you can't see, but like this is my project wall for the book hotel, because it's my biggest project, like self-project that I'm working on at the minute, like personal project. But over here on the right, which you can't see, it's out of frame, is all the original illustrations that I did when I was first trying to illustrate the book. And now, with a lot more experience and skill than a 13-year-old, I'm actually trying to make it happen. The reason why I'm doing this now is because I'm actually trying to enter a competition with it. I don't expect to get anywhere with it, but it's just like going to push me and motivate me to get that book ready to then submit to publishers and agents, which is what I want. So it's good to have a deadline, and so I'm using the deadline of the competition to try and push myself forward. So I've done the first sketch, ready to be turned into a final piece, and I kind of just painted the background just to see what it looks like. But yeah, I can actually see it becoming a reality now, so it's quite cute. So I'm going to carry on with this and then go home, make my tea, and then probably do a bit more work depending on the time and like how much energy I've got left. I mean, probably well, because it's like Monday today, so like I've got quite a bit of energy because it's like when they start the week. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling and carry on with this. That is my work day in the studio done now. Ready to go home, catch my train. But first of all, I'm going to have to carry this massive, heavy bag of cards with me. Let's keep it actually. It's just quite big and bulky. So yeah, but I need them for tomorrow. So, and I can't bother coming back with my car first thing in the morning because it costs me time and money in parking. So I'm just going to take it with me. But this will probably be my last speaking bit of the vlog. So goodbye. I hope you enjoyed watching. I've got everything that I wanted to like achieve out of the way. I've not fully finished like the lettering and stuff because Photoshop just takes me ages. Like I always put off doing it. It's not really like my favourite job. This is why I do everything by hand, because I like drawing by hand. Because it's much more fun. Like paints are far more fun than like sitting like and looking at a laptop screen all day. So but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it was just a little day in the life of being a self-employed artist. Like I said, every day it looks different because tomorrow I'm going to be out of the studio going to different stockists and delivering different card orders and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's nice to change it up every day, and I'm still getting used to being full-time. It's still very strange being my own boss and staying like disciplined and motivated to keep going like all the time. But yeah, goodbye. I'll hopefully see you next week. I think this will be like the fifth week or something in a row of uploading weekly on YouTube. So very proud of myself. And last week I nearly missed it. I uploaded it within like half an hour, like 11:30 at night. Just a bit late, but I still achieved my goal of uploading a video every week. So we're getting there. Anyway, I actually need to go now, otherwise I'll miss my train. So